Welcome, my name is Matt, aka Road Jedi 88. We are getting into Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Mods, Bastila Shan Fallen. Now, with the previous Bastila Shan character, in my video, I admitted I am unfamiliar with who Bastila Shan is. The only things I am aware of is that she is related with something with the Old Republic. And if I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe Bastila Shan, or Old Republic rather, I believe there's a video game called Star Wars The Old Republic. And that is kind of my guess, based on what I was seeing online as well, for when I was looking for cover photos. She did appear like a video game character. So I'm assuming that is where Bastila Shan is coming from, is from the Old Republic. It's part of my gaming channel. After I get done with Star Wars Bounty Hunters, as well as Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, whichever one comes first. And they both have given me a little bit of difficulty in editing, but I do intend to move on with other Star Wars games for my channel. So, Old Republic, I would not rule out as being on my list for me to eventually come across. If she is a character in there, I will soon find out. But as far as mods, swgoh.gg recommends applying her, who is a support character, with speed and health. Now, from what I see, she does fight. We had a similar situation with Bastila, and I am expecting this to be a pattern with future support characters, and it's no surprise. But speed and health, it feels kind of like they're amplifying their support abilities, possibly kind of putting a little bit more. Well, in Bastina's case, there's no way it was giving him attack abilities. He doesn't even fight. So, my guess is just kind of doubling and tripling their position as a support character. Probably makes them easy to be able to, like if they weren't leader, like the commanding officer leader position of a squad, they probably can assist whoever is put in that slot when you apply it like this, would be my guess. I have yet to actually test Bastila Shan out in a battle. So that is what I want to do real quick. Just to kind of get a feel and an idea of what it is she looks like when she is fighting. Because, when you're in a very dark fog about any of these characters, there's only one way to find out, and that is to test them out. Now, I know I found her over in the, well, I'm making this harder on myself than it needs to be. One second. Because I had located her over in Journey Quest, because I didn't know exactly what category the fallen version of her is found. I know in the light side version of her, she's found in Old Republic. Sith Empire and Sith. Okay, so that's where I need to look. Probably should have looked closer at that before I moved forward. But if you're ever in the dark about a character and don't know what to expect out of them, there's only one way to find out, and that is to go and find out. So, I'm going to test her out by herself, see what she looks like. That was definitely a support stunt. Corrupted battle meditation decreased. Okay, so she kind of gets in the way of being able to concentrate. She takes away their focus. Okay. Inflict fear on target enemy for 1 turn, which can't be copied or dispelled. When this fear expires, inflict offense down for 1 turn. This effect can't be resisted. Fear. Miss the next turn, can't use abilities, and can't evade. Increase cooldowns by 1, and fear expires on taking damage from an attack. So she puts fear into people. Deal special damage to target enemy with 20% chance to shock them for 2 turns. The ability can't be evaded. So she definitely is a strong support. That speed and health is probably giving her tank effect, so she's probably supporting like a tank, in a sense. Deal special damage to target enemies and inflict ability block for 1 turn. This attack deals 3% more damage and has plus 3% critical chance for each active Sith allies. If Darth Raven is in the leader slot, so Darth Raven would need to be in that slot. Bastila and Darth Raven have plus 70% max health and plus 70% health steal. So she does function like a tank. Okay, so we are modding her to be a support tank, basically. That's what I'm gathering, more and more. Everything I read, it just kind of goes in that direction. She's definitely support, but she's not just simply there. She's not just leading anything. She's not really leading anything, but she definitely is a protective figure for the squad. Bastila and the character in the leader slot have plus 20% defense and tenacity. If Bastila's leader is another Sith, whenever an enemy is inflicted with death mark, fear marked, or shock, they both gain 5% offense, stacking max 100% for the rest of the battle. This ability does not apply to characters in any or in the ally slot. Okay. At the start of Bastila's turn, all enemies lose 1% turn. Well, she's putting fear into people, and that almost sounds like something Darth Vader does, or close to it, and are inflicted with corrupted battle meditation for 1 turn. Corrupted battle meditation, negative 10% critical chance and negative 10% counter chance, doubled against non-Jedi and non-Sith. So she puts fear in the opponent, and she's very protective of hers. She brings I guess because of the fear she deals out against the opponent, it gives her allies leverage. It kind of makes them a little bit stronger, puts more confidence in them. That's essentially what I'm gathering out of that. So she does, like, in a middle sense, in a psychological sense, establish as a tank, can function like a tank for her squad, and she's protecting them. So, yeah, so putting speed on her, it makes her move a little bit quicker. She's not just simply there. She's not just simply putting fear into people, but she's active, and she's active for her squad. What am I doing? Let me get back to her. So little things like that, just simply study the character. Take the time to get to know them. Little things like that. it's a start. You know, it's a start in the right direction of getting to know who you're dealing with, who you're working with, and what it is you expect out of them. So speed is going to put a little more oomph into her work. The health, obviously, that's probably where the confidence is coming to her allies. I mean, they're a little bit more stronger when they see, when she's in their squad, and even for the leader itself, when they see, like, she's working with a, let's say, Darth Raven, I guess he's probably going to be more intimidating than even she is. But you had her, the allies see two intimidating characters coming at them, they're suddenly in fear. That brings confidence to the group. That is very protective. It is a form of support, but the more confidence you have and the more fear you put into your opponent, psychologically, you kind of have protected your squad with that. That intimidation against the opponent. It's a psychological protection, and that's what a tank is. That's what confidence is. It's a psychological protection. In a sense. So health is just kind of boosting the morale of the squad. So she is very supportive. We probably are in a lot of ways doubling, maybe even tripling the effects of the support feature about her. But in the same way, it's almost like she's having a psychological tank effect on her squad. And it is coming down into their health. It's coming into the effects of how they are going to fight, counterattack. So it's almost like she's a support tank. It's how we're modding her. It's probably how we can look at it. So yeah, I'm in agreement with that suggestion there. And based on what I see, I could use more experience with her. But I got to build her up and get through that journey guide a little bit more. But just from the little sliver of what I've witnessed. And, yeah. Speed and health. I suppose, too, if you wanted, you could probably add, like, critical chance, maybe. Wait. Is it critical chance or critical damage that you would want to, let me take a look. And this is just a shot in the dark guess. I don't want to replace it. No, fine, whatever. Just so I can see the connection. Or possibly offense. Offense could be another option to go with. If you want to make her more of a support attacker. If you wanted to make her a support attacker, I feel like going in that direction could also be just as effective. It'll probably lend a different perspective in her statistics of what it is she is doing. Of course, I mean, that's the point of the mods. That is what they're going to do. Bastila Shan, Fallen, SWGOH.GG recommends speed and health. You could probably replace the health with critical chance, or possibly with offense, or maybe potency. Kind of take her almost in the direction that we did with Anakin Skywalker, almost. You find a way to make her like a support attacker, if not a support tank. So, that's Bastila Shan, Fallen mods, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comments, questions, suggestions down below, and thank you for following. May the Force be with you.